Moin moin and hello. You ever wonder what moin moin means? It's just, I live in the north of Germany and it is like a hello. And you can use it any time of the day, even though technically it means morning. But it's a long story. Don't know the whole story. I just know you can say it anywhere you go, any time of the day. You can even go in the evening and say moin moin, and that's it. So I'm gonna use it as a welcoming. Getting to the point, because I'm drifting off as usual, we're starting the series. As you can see, that's what we got. We got the Fiat 18090. It's from Edu Modding. I'm gonna put the link down low in the description. The rest is from the mod hub, I believe. The cultivator and the hoe. Reason why I get a cultivator and a hoe, because you need them all the time. And there are really good contracts for this. I have boosted contracts, slightly boosted contracts. The mod is not on ModHub, I believe. We can look at them real quick. I'm gonna keep this short so we get stuff done. You can see the hoeing. I mean, don't forget the hoeing is 6.1 acres, which is quite a bit. So yeah, if you wondered on what map we're on Paline, I believe you say it. You pronounce it Paline. It's on ModHub. You can get it there. You can follow along if you feel like it. I forgot to minus my money. So excuse me for 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I fixed my mistake. That weight, I wanted to sell it at first, but I will keep it. It's a 1,800 ton weight from Fendt, because this thing is quite heavy. It weighs 2.6 tons, and that weight is only 1,500 kilos, or 1.5 tons. Don't mind the clipping. I know it's not the best thing to be there, but yeah, that's how it is. And this is 2.4 tons, so yeah, we're definitely gonna need a heavier weight. Well, actually, it's not that much heavier, no? Oh, we'll see how it works. Maybe we'll sell the weight, and then I will subtract the money from what I have, so we don't cheat ourselves money. What we're going to do now is we're gonna do one of these hoeing contracts. I think they're pretty good. It's not a 0 to hero playthrough, but it's still gonna be a lot of time used, because you need to think. One contract 9K, okay, you think, oh, that's a lot of money. First off, this takes a while. My hoe has a working width of 6 meters. You can drive quite quickly with a hoe. I believe with this one is 20 kph. So yeah, that's fine, right? But then we also need to look at farmland, right? 90K, 82K, 100K. We go here in the cheaper region, 62K, 35K, but it's also very small, right? There are really small lands, 40K, 60 something, 19K. So this would be something we could start with. It's near the city center, so we are close to the shop essentially here. I thought to save up a little bit more though, and get maybe like a 50K land, or a 60K land. So we have a better starting point, but we will see. We will kind of not wing it, but I think we will keep floating around the 30 to 50K area. I think that's good. I mean, like this land piece, for example, or this land piece, for example, are really good options. This is even good, even though it's a bit down and far away from everything else. This is, yeah, it's a bit too small in my opinion, right? So, and for land, don't forget, we need a seeder. We need, depending on what we do, a harvester. The usual start is you go with a mower, you get a foraging wagon, maybe silage pit, like the usual drill. I kind of want to try to avoid all of that, and try to get something more not silage going, because everybody and everything I see, they do silage or greenhouses, and I don't want to do greenhouses because I think they're nice to get started, but they're kind of cheaty at the same time. So you're not really doing a hard run per se. So yeah, we're gonna keep it 100% real. So we're gonna buy land as soon as we can, and then we own the land. It's not gonna run away on us, and then we're gonna put add to it, right? Like we're just gonna add like a seeder, start seeding, you know, fertilizer. We can buy that really early. There's really cheap fertilizers, fertilizing machines, and yeah, that's how we're gonna start. This tractor, by the way, like I said, I will put it in the description if I don't forget it. If I did forget it, remind me. We're gonna put the time on 3 times. I'm gonna give myself a bit of slack here because it's otherwise it gets really grindy. So tractor looks a bit broken down. Sadly, there's no easy development tools, and I do not know how to do this with a console. So the tractor's on 100% repair status. So are all the tools and everything. If this bothers you, I'm sorry. I don't know how to do this, and I will just leave it as is. I think that's fine. And yeah, it's quite a loud tractor. I hope you can hear me fine. If not, I will boost my voice or lower the game volume probably in the post edit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get ourselves the hoeing contract, which is gonna take a lot of time. Don't get me wrong. They usually offer you the 12-meter variant, and I did a test run here. I don't know, played a little bit in my private time on this map just to see if I like it, and it's quite a nice map. I quite like it. It has a lot of smaller fields. It has a lot of bigger fields, so it's a nice in between. It's kind of like Zielonka, where you have the option to get different sized fields, right? Like, so you don't have to have only that one field. And by the way, that the Edu tractor is modded on top of that, so there's a custom sound mod added to it. Let's see how short this thing is. Yep, that's what we're working with. That's as much as we get. So it's gonna take a while. We have the 180 horsepower variant. Yeah, you can see how many lines this is. Holy crap! It's gonna take a while. So I remember in the other series that I started, but sadly not gonna continue. We had took forever to mow that one field. I took that job and I saw the lines and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be here for an hour. It's probably similar. I'm gonna be here for an hour. While we're doing this, it'll take a while to drive. Let's have a look at the used market. I took a look already and I saw this kinda useless to me. Saw these kinda useless to me. This needs way too much horsepower for what I have. Needs 320. I don't have 320. I have 180, which is more than enough for what we're doing right now, right? Like you can see, it pulls this just fine, the hoe. And it's just a hoe. Oh, okay. That was the first time that I got stuck there. So yeah, it's doing the job, right? And it will do a lot of jobs, and we will need to replace it later. So I have many mods installed for tractors, small, medium, and large. And when they come up in sale, we'll buy them. We will not buy tractors not on sale unless we have an abundance of money and we don't need to stretch it, right? So that's my goal. Like, I don't want to stretch having to buy a tractor essentially, right? Only problem I found with this tractor, and probably maybe Edo can do something about it in the gear configuration. Maybe it is the handling mod that I have in for it. The gearing is a little bit off sometimes because I don't play in a what's it called? Oops. In a sim rig right now. I'm using my controller because yeah, my PC would just die with head tracking, recording, the cam cutting out where I'm sitting, right? Like I'm using NVIDIA Broadcast right now. That's why it maybe looks a bit laggy in the game. But yeah, that's essentially what's happening. So yeah, hope he can fix that. Maybe it's my fault. I'm not entirely sure. I need to figure this out. Yeah, beautiful machine though. Super detailed everything. He converted it from FS22 to 25, and it's full conversion. Like, I mean, you can see there's literally even water drips on the windows. Yeah. Little side note, the shop where we picked up our stuff from, right? They offered us a cleaning machine. I bought it before you watched. But I think having a shop not having a cleaner, like a high pressure washer, right? Like it's kind of, I would not understand that, right? So I put them a high pressure washer there, which obviously is ours, so we can clean the machines in between. It's gonna be our hub. We're gonna sleep in the grass. I have a tent mod that we might use at some point when we get our own land. We're gonna put a tent there. And yeah, that's how it's gonna be until we get more stuff going. So I'm gonna finish this job here. I have been rambling for 11 minutes. I apologize. The effects of my ADHD pill are wearing off a little bit, and I'm a little bit tired. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit tired, which is totally fine. It's nothing to do with you. It's my own fault. And we are going to finish this field, which is gonna take a while. I'm guessing, looking at the time right now, for you probably 30 seconds. For you probably 30 seconds or even less. For me another 30 minutes. Probably. You always have to think the video you're watching, that 1 hour 1 hour recording, that 20-30 minute, man, Jesus, okay, a 20-30 minute video you're watching took me probably 2 hours to record. So because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done while farming, right? So I'm gonna do some stuff later on off cam also, just to get the flow, keep the flow going, and we don't get stuck in some trouble. So I'm gonna finish this here, and I'll see you after this. See you in a bit. So, I was hypnotized by driving. I'm bringing it back. I'm at 98%. Took quite a while. We stopped talking at 15 minutes, I think was it, and we're at 45 minutes of recording right now. So I was just sitting here listening to the engine of the tractor because I forgot to run me something in the background, like a music or something, you know, which I usually do. Yeah. So we're gonna do that. I had something in my mind which I wanted to talk about and I forgot. Oh yeah, the goal of all of this here. The goal of all of this is, in the end, is to have enough money, multiple tractors, modern ones, a farm where a full-blown farm with like animals and all of this stuff, right? So it's gonna be a long-term series, not like the last one that I did, sadly only 3 episodes, and I have recorded more of it, but I find it kind of dishonest just to continue that. So I wanted to cut, that's why I uploaded the We Gotta Talk video, and we are just going to start from zilch, and that's why I started this series essentially. So the goals are full-blown farm, multiple lands, and then we'll see, right? When we feel like it's done, the rest, right? Also, we have the realistic weather mod installed, which includes moisture levels of the ground. We'll see if we keep that, because I heard there's bugs with harvesting contracts, which we will do at some point. And yeah, I don't want to have problems with that. I'm not sure. So we need to see, try it out. Otherwise, the moisture mod is cool, because also affects snow later. It's a realistic weather mod, I think it's called. And it's a mod hub. So yeah. The problem is, updates to mods right now will take forever to come, because I heard from German modders that the waiting list is quite long. So, because you need to understand, when mods get given to giants by the modder, they get into a queue. So at some point the queue gets backed up, right? And then it takes, I think the one modder said for his map to be from the middle of January, was it, till, and he said in March, maybe end of March, will be then released on ModHub. So you can imagine how long, because they test it, right? And if something doesn't fit, they have to send him feedback. He has to send the map again, and you know, like yada yada yada. It takes quite a while. So nice payday, 9K. There's more hoeing. I would like to try and do a weeding contract, because I think the weeding contracts, what's it called? They give us, you can do them with a hoe. Some of them. I know some of them you can do, but not all. So we're gonna accept one. I think it's here actually somewhere, no? Isn't it? Not really here, but yeah. If you wonder why I drive in first person all the time, it's just a habit. Because I used to play a lot on my sim rig, and I just like first person more. It's more calming to me. The tractor is quite loud, so it's also more quiet for me. You know, it's not so loud. And yeah, it was just like first person more. It's just became a habit in games. Or always done it, kinda. I don't know if you can think back of the Need for Speed Underground days, like the first Need for Speed Underground, which I grinded the hell out of, and I played the bumper camera. So I never played behind the car, I always played the bumper camera. And yeah, never changed essentially, right? Like now I'm playing first person in Farming Simulator. So yeah. If it seems a bit laggy, it's because it is. I think my GPU is hitting limits, because NVIDIA Broadcast uses your GPU to do these things, so you're kind of cut out in the background. That's why I see the slurs, because the GPU is kind of hitting its limit. Ooh, and yeah, that's what's happening. We're going to the next job. We are at 10K. I thought to buy a fertilizer. If we can do this, I doubt it. I'm telling you, oh, it's here. I'm telling you, I think it might not work. We will see now together. So yeah, like I said, goal: have a farm, and yeah, have enough. Is it working? It should add percentage. It's removing the weeds, is it? No, it's not removing the weed, is it? No, the weeds are staying. Okay, so this is not working. Kind of a bummer. Let's cancel the contract. Doesn't cost us anything, luckily, because we didn't rent anything. Yeah, renting. No renting, by the way. I don't know. I probably didn't say that because I'm rambling too much. So no renting. I can refresh contracts. I'm gonna try not to. But if I'm out of contracts and I just sit here and I can't do anything, I just have to skip days, then I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna refresh, obviously. Wait, should we go? Where could we go? Oh, I could just go this way here. It's a bit of a drive around, but no, actually we have to go this way because there's no river crossing otherwise. I know that because, like I said, I played the map a bit already on a test let's play essentially, just to figure out what I want to do. And yeah, I could go right here and then another left I would pull. Then we can follow that street up there. Near 59 is it? Yeah. So we're going from one corner to the other on this map. It's quite a long way. I hope the size of my face cam is perfect and not too small. But I don't want to have it like taking half of the screen. I don't pools. If you know Twitch, you know where I'm going with this. I don't need a half screen camera. It's okay if I'm like a side thing on the side down here. I don't need that much attention from you guys. Let's see. We want... Yeah, okay. That ain't achieved. This field is too small. So I think we'll do one headland. Yeah, we do one headland. Yeah, one is perfectly fine. Oh yeah, if you wonder, you're using GPS, but this tractor doesn't have GPS. I know. I thought about it. But at the same time, I'm like, ah, come on, you know, like I'm on a controller. I just want to chill out and doing hoeing jobs. You cannot tell. Look, you can barely tell where you were. Let me put this into perspective for you. Just so you understand. I hope you can hear me fine. But see, look. See what I mean? Like, how am I gonna tell that I was there? There's no way of telling. So I have to use the GPS. Certain things, maybe cultivating, we could do a little bit without GPS and then turn GPS on, you know, like do the headland without GPS and then turn the GPS on or something like this. That would be definitely an option. But yeah, other than that, I would say GPS all the way. Imagine I'm using a GPS thing here. I wish the mod had a thing like this where you know, like there, like where you install like a GPS thing, display or something, like an add-on and have an antenna on the roof. But yeah, some of the mods that I have installed have this option. And yeah, we will definitely use that, like as a, yeah, not role-playing factor, but you know what I mean, you know, like so it doesn't just... yeah, just me justifying how to use GPS. But yeah, I bounded in between, while doing the other field, I bounded, I had the GPS lines, so, you know, like, if I just let the first person go and I don't switch out, you don't have to watch the GPS lines all the time. I like to have them turned on, they're quite subtle, they're not so annoying. But yeah, well, you can let me know down below in the comments. I hate to say this. If you wanna comment, you're gonna comment. If you don't, you don't. But you can tell me if you like the GPS lens or not, obviously. I mean, I'm open to feedback, right? If the GPS lines are annoying to you, and you're like, oh my god, please turn the GPS lines off, sir. Why are we doing the GPS lines? What happened? Wait, what? What the heck happened now? It switched to the other field. For no reason. Okay. Well... Okay, note to me, don't drive into the other field by accident. But yeah, if you want the GPS lines off, just let me know, you know, that's it. That's all there is to it. So I'm gonna finish this. We're getting close to an hour of recording. An hour! Oh my god. For you, this is like 15 minutes maybe? So, we're back. We finished the field. The hoeing of the field. So we're gonna accept. I hope the baling contracts work this time, because I tried to do baling contracts on my test save game and that didn't work. I don't know if it's the weather mod. Oh, didn't want to go completely out. Excuse me if it's the weather mod or what it was. But yeah. Weeding contract. Yeah. Not really. I need to buy a weeder for this. I think of a fertilizer though. Because look at all them fertilizing contracts we could do. So I think, let's have a look. Before I leave you, let's send this off. We're just gonna park you on the field. Let's have a look at the fertilizer spreaders. Because I think I scroll past it obviously. As usual, here we go. Yeah, I installed some older ones and some newer ones. Obviously, this is part of a pack. We could buy this, but this only has 300 liters. This has 1000 to 1600 liters and this has 650. If you played 22, you know this mod already. Would like to buy this, but 21,000, and I could start right off this. And it has 80 meters working with, which is not bad. And it can spread lime also, which we will need later on. This is 16k, 42. So 5 more k. We could switch this out later, right? Like, so yeah, we're gonna go with this. Well, obviously take the extended version. Design. You know what? Let's put a little roller wheels on it when we let it down. At least it's not sitting on the metal frame. So that's $4K. We buy that, and then we obviously need some fertilizer to that. Consumables, and then we take some solid fertilizer bags, and we're gonna take 2 of them. They are obviously gonna stay at the shop. I don't have anything to transport them, so we're gonna leave it at that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. We'll see each other in the next episode when we do the fertilizing contracts and start. I think our tractor's possessed. It's rolling backwards. I'm not even doing anything. Well, before it rolls away, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one where we do fertilizing and then make some more cash and start looking into other investments. Alright, thank you so much. Have a good one. Goodbye.